Good evening. It's 5:52 where I am, and it's time for another update and have a look at a few things. Just to cover off, this is our second video, so I want to make sure we review our current positions, maybe have a look at 5 new tokens. I really want to dive deep on the strategy that we're looking for, and also, just for your reference, this is not financial advice. In fact, we're paper trading, so do with it as you will, but not financial advice. So let's get started. What I might do is just turn down that background music just a little bit more. Okay, so having a look at crypto bubbles, and our last update was yesterday. Interestingly, market's taken a bit of a dip since yesterday, and you can see some of the altcoins have bled against Bitcoin. If we have a look at the Bitcoin chart, let's start there. We might go to the daily. You can see here we're still sitting above that $24,000 range at 24,522. But if we have a look at the hourly, you know, we're just ranging, a bit of a consolidation. Hopefully we're going to stick above that support and move up higher. However, in the near term, I think we've got to expect the unexpected. So what I want to do is really go over the current position. So in the last video, hopefully you've watched, we set up a trade, essentially a DCA bot on 3 commas that looks at trading against Bitcoin, and we only added ETH to that trade. So I want to have a really good look at the Bitcoin trade with Ethereum, make sure everyone really understands that, and then move forward into potentially adding another 5 tokens to the bot. I think based on the 5 tokens, we'll use the market cap, cryptocurrency market cap, and maybe look at the top 5 and then decide from there. But in terms of where we are, if I have a look at what we're doing, we're currently in a profit up 0.5% or near 0.5% on that Ethereum trade within the past 24 hours. You can see here that no completed orders have been completed. So in terms of a DCA bot, we've got a maximum of 16. We've got active 7 on the exchange. Excuse me. Having a look on the exchange and the Ethereum spot section, this is where you can see essentially all the orders sitting there ready to roll. So because we've set this up using APIs through 3 commas and Binance, all the orders are sitting on the exchange ready. So what I might do is have a bit of a look into some of the coins. So let's maybe document some of the ones we want to look at based on coin market cap, obviously Bitcoin. And this is important. I don't trade using USD or any fiat currency. I trade purely in Bitcoin. So when I'm looking at Binance or TradingView, I'm always looking against the Bitcoin pair. I don't really care if the market goes down. All I care is how many Satoshis I'm stacking from day to day. So when I trade, it's always against Bitcoin. The price can go up, the price can go down, as long as I'm adding more Bitcoin to my stack. So when we get to an all-time high, that's when we're going to cash out. But for now, we're going to look at some of the top 10 and decide what we're going to do. So let's have a look. We've got BNB we're going to have a look at. Good one. Obviously, Tether is a stable coin. We don't want to look at that. USDC coin. XRP, we'll have a look at that one. Cardano, ADA, Matic, and Doge. Okay, I think we've got 5 coins that we're going to take a look at. Now, what can I say? You know, I listen to a lot of other channels, and when I'm looking at them, I'm going, you know, everything is good in a short time frame, small time frame. However, when looking against Bitcoin, and I'll just clean up this chart a bit. Let me just clean up this chart. That's what we're going to use to look at it. We might look at a weekly time frame. And you can see Ethereum. Ethereum has been sort of strong against Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin pair, obviously we had the merge around here, and then it found this new range. It's just been oscillating in this range. That's why I think it's a pretty solid sort of bet and trade against Bitcoin. So as we DCA in, it'll swing trade back out, and we'll definitely get some returns and add to our Bitcoin stack. Why don't we look at BNB? Now, BNB, interestingly, against Bitcoin, has taken a bit of a tumble. This is based on some news in the last week, which came out against, I think, the whoever's underwriting the Binance coin or the BUSD has been ordered to stop minting some US, I don't know, FUD. They're taking them to court or whatever. Anyway, it's fair to say that Binance paired with Bitcoin has taken a significant sort of dip over the past week, and that's it on the daily. So it did get to, and I was trading this at this level. It has taken a 35% dip over the last period of time on the last basically 150 odd days. So look, what we're thinking is, I think this will be quite good. It's a solid sort of coin. Even if we took it from where it is now and went down to probably the next support, we're still thinking about a 23% dip, even down further, maybe 40%, even down further again, 65%. And if you think back where we had our bot configured, is we had a fairly hefty sort of drawdown available. So on that basis, I think we're going to add BNB to our order, because we're in a position that if I turn on a bit more data, this will calculate what we're looking at here. Might just minimize that, might just collapse that pane, and maybe collapse that one because I don't really care about it at the moment. We're looking at about a 31% APR, and based on backtesting this coin with these parameters of 16 safety orders, 1.5% to open safety orders. I'll just make sure and cross-check. That's what I've got there. Safety orders, we've got a 2% price deviation. We're a bit more conservative. So why don't we save that? We'll put 2%. So basically what that is saying, that every 2% dip will buy more. Now this takes significant conviction, and that is on the basis that we need to be able to sit there and watch it go down and down and down and down and down. Then eventually we'll swing trade out of it. So on that basis, looking at some of these statistics for BNB BTC, which is back tested over a significant amount of time. What are we looking at? 1997 days. If we put that on an hourly, let's calculate what it looks like. And then based on that information, we might put our trade up and insert it in. Just calculating that, it's going to take quite a bit of time. Still calculating. There we go. So we're going to have a 23% APR. Okay, now that's based on 730 days, so 2 years, thereabouts. Now we've covered a deviation of almost 80%, so we're allowing for another 80% drop, which is basically using 16 safety orders, essentially at a 2% drop before each order. And we are scaling that. We are scaling that considerably. adding more of a volume and also a step scale as well. So as we DCA into this particular trade, we're going to be adding more and have a bigger buy order. And I think, we'll probably decide if it gets down to 16, whether we hold or whether we take our profits as required. So look, I'm really happy with that one. I'm going to put BNB in. So I'm going to add another coin in there, BNB BTC. Let's put it in. We're going to change our max orders to 2 and we're going to save that. Okay, so that's BNB. Now I think we're going to look at XRP, which is the next one off the block. So XRP, BTC, that's what we're trading against. Might just hide that for a minute. I want to show you something. This is how people don't zoom out far enough. If I look at over Bitcoin on the weekly, this is BNB. XRP versus BNB. Now everyone would say, gee, it's dead. Look at it. Can it get it? Looks juicy. But this is all contingent upon them winning their court case. So it's a really bit of a challenging sort of struggle for me. But you know what? I think I'm going to give it a go. If we have a look at BNB, even if they do lose the case, what's it going to mean? Means there's going to be a fine. They're going to pay the fine. There's billions of dollars. I don't even know. Where are we? XRP. Market cap's $19.8 billion. I don't think anyone's going to shy away from that. They're probably going to cop a significant fine, and maybe it takes a tumble. People FOMO. With all the FUD they get out. And then, we're prepared to take an 81% or a significant drop. Now, this previously has filled all 17 safety orders. It's a bit of a risky one, but I think it will be worthwhile in the long term. So I'm comfortable to add XRP to the bag. So let's edit that. And if I put it on an hourly, let's have a look at hourly, because that's generally how I like to look at this. It's pretty, it's not traded much. So if we have a look at XRP BTC on Bitcoin, 480 Bitcoin in the past 24 hours volume wise. Yeah, not too bad. That's enough for me. So I think on an hourly basis, this is deep. Look at this. It's currently on back testing. Over 730 days, we're down 22%. So, it's hopefully it doesn't have much further to go. Otherwise, we're in a bit of strife. But in saying that, let's add XRP to our bag and go from there. So XRP, BTC, there's another one good to go. Cool. Now, next one on the go is Matic. You know what? I think that's just going to be just a sure thing. I shouldn't say that, but if I look at Matic, it has just been powering and powering and powering. So if we sort of remove our rest of the chart and have a look at that on the weekly, against Bitcoin, look at it. Look at this. What can I say? Against the weekly, it's just kept going up and up. People would say, why are you going to buy this? Why would you buy this at this rate? I mean, look at the pattern here over the weekly. Even if I allow for, an 80%, which we've allowed for 80% down, we still don't hit the bottom here. Okay. I think, we'll probably get some pullback, even if we went pull back to sort of that level, that's 35%, pull back to that level, 57%. And then we only need to return a certain amount. So pretty comfortable with Matic that we go in on that one, even with potential future challenges. I think that's a really solid sort of coin for us to look at. If we have a look at the daily, this one would have just powered with our backtesting results. So backtesting, have a look at that. Well, that generates, we're at 32% APR. We would have won really well with that. Unfortunately, last couple of months I've been sort of waiting to get back in. So let's add Matic to the bag. So let's edit our bot. We'll add Matic, and I think we might do, what have we got? We've got one more Matic, so we would do 4 deals. 4 deals. Save that. Okay, and then last one I think we look at is Dogecoin. So if we have a look at Doge, I don't like trading Doge at all, but I just think it needs to be there. It's risky, but I mean, look at the market cap. It's ridiculous. It does nothing, but $11.7 billion market cap. It's top 10. It has no utility whatsoever. But you know, Elon Musk every now and again will promote it and make a tweet. So I think if it does take a significant dip, I think on that basis it will recover. But look at that. I mean, even if you went down from that on the daily down to this level here, I think we've got, you know, another 12%. It's just, I can't explain it. But you know what? We're gonna try. So let's have a look on the weekly. Maybe we say, okay, well, from that point, I think we can withstand about an 80%. We can get all the way down to here before that sort of rise. It would have to bounce back. And when you consider it, you know, if we have a look at our bot, we've got some significant drawdown, 78%. So if we go down 78%, we've only got to recover sort of, you know, a significantly less amount to get the required change to pay out. So on that basis, I think we're going to add Doge, BTC, put that in. So we've got a total of 5 coins. So just to recap, we've got Ethereum, we've added BNB, we've added ADA. Oh, we haven't done ADA. I'm going to come back to that one. I've missed that one out. We'll come back to that. So let's put Dogecoin in there. And our last one is Cardano or ADA. There we go on the weekly. Look at that. I don't know what to think, to be honest. You know, if that gets back to all-time high, that's, you know, that's ridiculous. And look, there's a lot of good fundamentals with, there's some good fundamentals with ADA. That's 300%, or close to 3xing. But even if we look at going down from there, 56% down to that level, even lower, 75%. If it goes lower than that, well, it is what it is. But I'm pretty confident that that, you know, it's got a pretty solid market cap. If we have a look at ADA, we've got $14.1 billion market cap. You know, on the 7 day, it's up 13%. And you've got to consider all these numbers that are on coin market cap are against the US dollar. And this is why I trade only Bitcoin. It doesn't matter. I don't care what it's doing against the US dollar. I care what it's doing against Bitcoin. And these altcoins are bled. They have bled and bled and bled. And this is what it looks like against Bitcoin. You know, it's sort of consolidating here. So I think maybe it's found its bottom below the 200 day moving average. Let's have a look on a daily or an hourly. Bit of back testing results, see what we get. And then I think we're going to add this one. Look at it. Look at this. It's just peaking on the hourly. And you say, why would you enter there? I want pullback. I want to DCA in. I want it to sort of come back and then swing trade into another trade. So based on the DCA setup, we're looking at 24% APR. Now, safety orders, based on 730 days of testing, we're looking at 11 safety orders, average of 1.26 days in a deal. There is this, 512-day max. And even the current deal that's open is 47%. We're not in because I cut my losses a few months ago and just went fully out of the market, transferred all my Bitcoin to the ledger, cold wallet, and then we're slowly moving back in. So I'm pretty confident this can't go down much more. So on that basis, we're going to add ADA in there, and that'll be our final call for this session. So let's add ADA, BTC. So we've got a total of 6. Save, boom. Okay. Now, essentially, what we've done, and just to recap and review the current position, is we've added another 5 coins to our bot, our DCA bot through 3 commas. I want to recap on the settings just so everyone's across how it looks. And I'll take you through that now, and then we might have a look at the orders as they've hit Binance, maybe have a look at the wallet even. Now, I am starting small, but this will scale really significantly. So I think basically on each of these trades, we're basically looking at providing a significant amount of Bitcoin in order to get a good return. So a total volume of probably about 0.1 of a Bitcoin. It's not a huge amount, but maybe about $2,000 or $3,000 at current market rates per trade. So, overall, I think we're looking at, based on these trades, at almost half a Bitcoin. So what's that? Bitcoin's at 24.5. So it's about $12,500 investment for these 6. Now I'm looking to get to 20, but obviously I want to start small. And the thing is, as we start building our Satoshis and stacking our wallet with more Satoshis, we're going to then adjust our base order size on a percentage of total wallet. So we're constantly increasing our order size in time. So that gain will compound time and time again. And we might review that maybe once every week or every second week, but that is the plan there. So why don't we have a look at Binance now and make sure all of our orders have hit the exchange. And yeah, look, there we are. If we have a look, I might make this a little bit smaller, easier to understand. Where have we got? Hide other pairs. Might just make this a little bit smaller so we can see all the orders. Now you might remember yesterday I didn't have any Bitcoin on the exchange, so it played up. So if we start with the first one, so we have a look at ETH BTC. It's got this hiding other pairs. You can see they're all the orders. So automatically, based on these settings, all the orders on the exchange for the sell. So as it adds the new buy price, and you'll see that here, the next one essentially is 55. And where are we? It's not in a very good order, but we'll add the new order. It will then adjust the sell price automatically. So as we add more Ethereum, it's going to adjust the sell price. So the total volume of return is 3% of the total volume. Okay, and it will do that automatically. So Ethereum's all set there. Then we had XRP. Okay, see all the XRP orders there. There's 8 in the go, 7 in the works. So that's all working well. We've got BNB, BTC. Beautiful. That's all looking happy. ADA, BTC. That's happy. Doge, BTC. They're all good. They're all locked and loaded. Let's have a look. We'll go back to 3 commas, have a look at my deals. You can see them all there. Now you're probably looking to say, oh, they're all in the red. That's not good. This one's down 0.43%, down 0.35, 0.27, 0.32. BNB's up, Ethereum's up. Now what does that tell me? Nothing really. I'm excited. Like, I haven't completed any safety orders. So we aren't just going all in on one order. We're going to buy at market rate and then continue to buy when the market dips against Bitcoin by 2%, but increase the volume and the amount we buy. So what that means is we're going to swing trade at some point based on backtesting data back into a profit and then take our profit at 3%. You go, well, 3% isn't much, but some profit's better than none. If we take our profit, then we're going to re-enter immediately and continue rinse and repeat. So I think the only thing we need to consider is, have we entered at the right time? Can we withstand an 80% drop in value against the Bitcoin pair for each of these coins? That is a question. We'll find out. Now we've got about half a Bitcoin, I think, invested at this point. We'll put more as we need. There's plenty there. We'll move that off the ledger. So I think we've done pretty well. So just recapping, we've got our additional coins added. They all have been placed on the exchange, and none of this is manual work. We've got 48 orders. Pretty exciting. Everything's humming along. You can see here of the Bitcoin that I've added to the exchange, we've got, I don't know if you can see that. Maybe my image is in the way. I'll just move that over a bit. Can't move that. That's okay. I'll just bring this out. If you have a look down here, we've got 0.13 of a Bitcoin available. Okay, we've got to make sure. You remember in the last video, I didn't have any Bitcoin on the exchange and I had to go and get my ledger. We've got to make sure as we add more orders, we've got to maintain availability to be able to put limit orders on the exchange. And we're going to do a tutorial maybe in a week or two, going into the nitty gritty of how to set it all up. Okay, so bear with me. Remember to make any comments, like and subscribe. Obviously, it's a new channel, so I'm excited to make sure that we get momentum. This is my personal journey, making sure that I can share what has been successful for me. And hopefully, when we get to an all-time high, we can go through a strategy and scale out of our Bitcoin and turn that into real dollars. But for now, let's stick with it. Let's work hard, and hopefully we'll get some good returns that we can all share together. That's me. Peace.